A suspected criminal from the Mombasa's Old Town area who had been listed as one of the suspects was last evening killed by an angry mob. Now, the man popularly known as Mohammed Bobocha was confronted by members of the public after allegedly being involved in a theft incident at Mkanyangeni area. Residents say he stabbed and robbed a person of their belongings before taking off, but the residents chased him and cornered him near the ocean. Meanwhile, an elderly man suspected of harboring criminals in Old Town area was arrested on Saturday evening. Mombasa Deputy County Commissioner Mohammed issued a stern warning that police will deal firmly with anyone engaging in criminal activities.
Imagine this. You are driving home from work, exhausted, no traffic on the road, but with the tiresome day you've had, everything seems to be annoying you. Home, that is 10 minutes away from where you are, seems like hours away, but the smile of your children seeing their parent home makes you feel better, and as soon as the night seems to calm and you start finding the more reason you should drive home safely, you catch a glimpse of something on the road and it has your attention. You slow down, and because maybe someone is hurt and needs help, and as you slow down, a group of individuals surround you, and before you know what's happening, everything you have is taken away from you, and you are left injured, fighting for your life. Every 26 seconds, someone's life is changed forever by gang violence. But what draws people into this dangerous world? And this is worth covering. Welcome. Dark Echoes Survival. Your getaway to the most intriguing and chilling true crime stories. Dive deep into the shadows with us as we unravel mysterious cases, explore unsolved mysteries, and uncover dark secrets hidden in plain sight. To support our growing channel, subscribe. Gangs are everywhere, terrorizing people and in worst case scenarios killing civilians. And Mombasa is not exempted from it. Mombasa, Kenya, with its picturesque beaches, delectable cuisine and vibrant nightlife, has long been a favored tourist destination. But behind the postcard perfect scenes lies a darker reality. Mombasa's scenic view, you will think you are in Dubai, but like every other developing country, there is a distinct difference between the rich and the poor, and Mombasa is not left out. One where gang battles for control over the territories, these gang crimes serve as a stark reminder of the challenges faced by law enforcement in the battle against gang-related crimes in Kenya. As I always say, fear the living because they are more dangerous than the dead. In early 2016, within the historic Old Town neighborhood that houses the iconic Fort Jesus, a gang emerged called TEMEKE Wanaume, in short TMK. At the helm of this gang was a 21-year-old native of Old Town's Kibokoni area, Mohammed Mahsen, better known as Dogo Presoo. Mahsen's upbringing was ordinary, filled with swimming in the Indian Ocean and playing beach football. These hobbies led him to form a close-knit group of friends who would eventually become the core members of TMK gang. His initial intention was to protect their neighborhood from rival gangs, especially those from Majengo. They saw themselves as the vigilantes' security. However, fueled by a steady diet of marijuana and rohypnol pills during the idle days at the beach, the TMK gang began to transition from neighborhood protectors to terrorizers. Their drug of choice, rohypnol, is a small blue tablet priced at 850 Kenya shillings, often slipped under the tongue like candy. It's typically prescribed to those with mental health conditions for its calming effect. However, for a regular user, it delivers an addiction, drowsy high that quickly takes hold. One telltale sign of indulgence, a striking blue-stained tongue left behind after each dose. Their addiction and fear of venturing to other towns led them to arm themselves with sharp pangas instead of guns. The 21-year-old Dogo Presoo raised terror in Mombasa Old Town as a leader of a gang of knives-wielding criminals. The teenager was accused for causing injuries to a number of victims. It was so bad that the police had to publish their names and pictures on a wanted billboard. It was so bad. In fact, it was a relief when they reformed and went to Gulf for a greener pasture. But trouble followed them there, and they were deported back to Kenya after they were involved in a scuffle that left a Kenyan nationality known as Ramadan injured. The attack took place in their hostel. No one knew what caused this scuffle. Ramadan was hit on the shoulder with a blunt object by Presoo's boys. They were detained in the immigration awaiting deportation as Ramadan was being transported to the nearby hospital. Apart from Presoo, there were others detained too, and those are Jamil, his elder brother, Omar Mzee, Fadhili, and Abu Bakar. These young men were the once childhood friends who had grown up playing football together but had now graduated to ruthless thugs. A top official at the security company was recorded scolding a man named Jamal, a recruitment agent, for sending gangsters to work in Bahrain. Emboldened by the drug-induced haze, Dogo Presoo and his gang took the rivalry with the Florana gang of Majengo to social media, engaging in online battles. Floropa gang too had transformed from childhood friends into a menacing criminal group due to their drug use. The mysterious death of Floropa gang member named Weso in August 2016 became the catalyst for all-out war between the two factions. Weso was brutally hacked to death during a wedding in Old Town, an event that marked a series of gang attacks during weddings in the area. To curb this rising insecurity, the Mombasa police chief imposed a ban on night weddings in mid-August 2016. In retaliation for Weso's death, Floropa gang attacked Dogo Presoo's TMK gang in early November. This led to Dogo Presoo vowing to hunt down Floropa leader Faki Ropa. He issued warnings via WhatsApp and social media, making his intentions clear and refusing peace offers from Floropa members. With the police closely monitoring the escalating online feud, they decided to act swiftly. They arrested 4 key members of TMK gang: Bobocha, Ameto, Ismail, and Swaleh. The arrest led to the discovery of a fake pistol, marijuana, and machetes, though the accused denied the possessions. In December 1st, 2016, 2 days after the arrest, Dogo Presoo posted a final threat indicating that he would ambush Floropa gang members in Majengo since they hadn't dared to enter his territory. True to his word, during the festive season, Dogo Presoo led his TMK gang into Majengo area, armed with pangas and a menacing intent. Tragically, they encountered an innocent young man who they overpowered and recorded while brutally attacking him. Dogo Presoo brazenly posted this video on Facebook account with a gruesome warning attached. The horrific attack forced authorities to take the situation more seriously. Dogo Presoo retreated to his hideout in Old Town but resurfaced on February 1st, 2017, reaffirming his gang intent to target Floropa gang members. The police, however, remained vigilant. Their moment came on April 1st, 2016, when the TMK gang attacked an M-Pesa shop owner in Old Town, capturing the crime on CCTV. The gang, armed with a panga made of with 100,000 15,000 Kenyan shillings and thousands worth of airtime. In the weeks that followed, investigators completed their work and publicly released images of the entire TMK gang, placing Dogo Presoo at the top of the most wanted list. Among the notable names were Ameto and Bobocha, who had previously been arrested. Bobocha's earlier online post outlining the reign of terror seemed to be a test of poetic justice. Bobocha's demise came swiftly.
A suspected criminal from the Mombasa's Old Town area who had been listed as one of the suspects was last evening killed by an angry mob. Now, the man popularly known as Mohammed Bobocha was confronted by members of the public after allegedly being involved in a theft incident at Mkanyangeni area. Residents say he stabbed and robbed a person of their belongings before taking off, but the residents chased him and cornered him near the ocean. Meanwhile, an elderly man suspected of harboring criminals in Old Town area was arrested on Saturday evening. Mombasa Deputy County Commissioner Mohammed issued a stern warning that police will deal firmly with anyone engaging in criminal activities.
After his demise, the police launched a manhunt, capturing 5 criminals found in possession of crude weapons from their hiding spots. Bobocha's death struck a blow to the TMK gang, especially within the crew. They were arrested, and for some reason, Dogo was out again on July 20th, 2017. Dogo was re-arrested. The citizens were fed up and snitched on him. Again, he was released with a bail of 15,000 Kenyan shillings because he didn't know where to go, and every loophole blocked, they decided to surrender. Khalifa Mohammed Ahmed turned himself in the company of his mother. He was a student at the time of his surrender. Bobocha had a girlfriend named Asma, while Ahmed, who really mourned the death of the love of her life, who even vowed to revenge his death on Facebook page. Asma Awil Ahmed, through an online message, said that her friend Bobocha was planning to live the life of gangster and start a new life outside Mombasa. Asma said Bobocha was deeply moved by the cries of his mother, who was afraid that her son would be killed for his gangster activities. Asma said Bobocha had planned to change because the police were after him, and his mother had asked him to change or be killed by the police like a dog. This is what she wrote. Inshallah, my darling. Indeed, wallahi, Asma, I am tired of this life. You know it is dangerous for me to live in Mombasa. My mother always complains and insists that I leave Mombasa until the situation calms down. Mombasa is not good for me because everyone is after me, the government is tired, and my mother is not happy. She thinks I will be killed at any time. I want to keep my mother's dream alive. I really love my mother. Asma also revealed how Bobocha had big plans to live by believing in God and serving Him, and that she, Asma, through a Facebook message, planned to avenge her husband's death, but she found it inappropriate. And this is what she wrote. Since I know you, I have not met a good person like you. I love you, and you have taken my soul and heart. Inshallah, you will go to heaven. I pray and Allah forgives your sins. I have lost you in my heart, but soon we will meet. I plan revenge.
The two suspects, Mohsin Azwan and Shafi Salim, today appeared before Mombasa Principal Magistrate Edgar Kagoni. The two, who were captured in a video clip armed with machetes, were charged with malicious damage to property and the intent to commit a crime. They denied the charges and were each released on a 15,000 shillings cash bail. The two suspects are part of a group from Mombasa Old Town that has been clashing with a rival gang from Majengo. In a move to reconcile them, area leaders say they will bring the two groups together on Friday for dialogue.
Tunaweka hawa vijana wote kwa ukumbi mmoja. Kila mmoja aweze, ni lazima watu waweze kusameheana. We cannot live kama kicowboy hapa.
6 youth from Majengo were expected to surrender to the police today, but by the time of preparing this report, they had not done so. Meanwhile, there have been mixed reactions following the ban on night street weddings due to insecurity posed by the gangs.
Security supersedes anything. The issue of them saying that we have not been involved comes later. Police have to take the necessary action to prevent and to save life.
We are appealing to the security authorities to lift this ban immediately. As the MP has said, it is not right for the whole community to suffer because of a few individuals.
And it is not a ban on weddings. Ni kwa zile kesha za kwenda mpaka alfajiri ndio zimezuia, kwa sababu kuna elements ambao ni wabaya wameingilia na kujaribu kuumiza wale ambao kwamba wenye kwenda katika mambo ya harusi.
The Mombasa County government has also been urged to step in and help in long-term measures geared towards keeping the coastal towns safe. Peter Mongangi, NTV, Mombasa.
There has not been any update of whatever happened to the TMK members who surrendered. Until now, I have looked up and down and everywhere nook and cranny because I'm a thorough bitch, but I couldn't find anything. So if there is any updates anywhere, I will update you guys. So just stay tuned and remember to stay safe and be vigilant of your surroundings wherever you may be. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.